Hey guys, Rob Murphy from Holistic Healing Choices here. Now today we're going to have a little bit of a talk about Adina Rivers and the current situation she's in, and a little bit about what that means for other people and stuff around her. So Adina Rivers, if you didn't know, is a relationship expert, sort of sexologist, how to get more pleasure out of life, relationships, love, that sort of thing on YouTube, as well as having many other courses and stuff, such as the Pussy Pleasure course. More about getting more out of relationships, how to please your woman. And I'm sure there's heaps of other things that she has there as well. Now, she's gathered a following over however long she's been doing this, so she's got 1 million people on YouTube just alone. So, while some of her stuff is worth checking out, if you're into that, and I mean, she's been so popular because sex sells, and she's not that bad to look at either, just saying. But she's uploaded 2 videos recently that talk about her relationship. So if you haven't seen those videos, in it she goes about what has currently been happening with her relationships over the course of the past 4 years, I believe it is, and the toll it's had on her, on the people around her, and that sort of thing.
So you guys know that I am in a relationship with Oliver since I think 17 years. It's been a long time. And it's been a wild journey anyways already, because I'm a wild spirit. I'm free-spirited. I'm always seeking new adventures. For me, you know, once I have experienced one thing, I right away immediately want to experience something new. That's just how I am. I've never been the type of the mother kind of person, you know, who's always at home. I'm not a homebody at all. I'm always out. I always need to explore. That's just who I am. And Oliver is very different from me. Yet, you know, there's always reasons why people attract each other, and I really adore this man.
So, basically, Adina, the free spirit, the super coach, relationship super coach, goer with the flower of life, has released a video, and she really opens up and becomes vulnerable about what she's been going through. Although it's completely one-sided, and makes her somehow look like the victim in a situation that she's been totally in control of and orchestrated for herself.
4 years ago, I got to know another man, and I felt drawn towards this man. And about 4 years ago, I started a relationship with him, and it was very intense, and it felt interesting to experience myself with him. And I explored this in its full capacity. Now the thing is that I explored this for the first 3 months without telling Oliver, so Oliver only knew about this, learned about this about 3 months later. I did wait to have actual sex with this man until he actually made a test, because it really meant to me a lot. It still means a lot to me to be sexually safe and to be sexually clean in any way. So this is something that always mattered a lot to me. 3 months into this romance with this new man, Oliver found out about it, or I shared with him about it, and I shared to him directly also that I do want to continue to see this man intimately, and I do want to continue to explore this. This was really hard for me, because I would, before that, never be so straightforward and open and honest. I would always hide things for fear that I would lose Oliver, for fear of messing up, for fear of not being a good enough woman, you know. So he started to go on Tinder, I think, and then met this other woman, and apparently they had a really beautiful connection and good conversations. And me, crazy as I am, jealous also as I am, which makes total no sense, but I'm a fire being as well. I checked his WhatsApp, I read his WhatsApp messages. It was very intense and very sexual, the way they talked, and it just was a lot for me, and I got super jealous. I made life super hard for him as well, and it was not easy for him to explore that romance with this other woman, because me, I was super jealous. And then actually it started to be really nice again at the end of the year between Oliver and I. Somehow he stopped seeing the other women. Not because I asked for it, but it just happened gradually. Everything was more peaceful. We went to Finland beginning of this year. And then somehow, I don't know, I started to see the other men again. So I went back to see him beginning of this year. And again, I didn't fully disclose the whole situation to Oliver. It was a very not good idea. Of course, like about 4 weeks ago, Oliver texted this man. So he asked like, hey, are you back being intimate with Adina? And so he said, yes, I am being intimate with Adina. And that blew off everything. I'm still lovable. I'm still a good person. Now I'm pregnant.
So the too long, didn't read version is that she cheated, Oliver found out, she got mad that he would be mad at her. She pushed him into an open relationship so she could continue seeing this bloke. And she got mad when he had a connection with someone else and started having sex with another woman. She made him leave that, or he left that so he could come back because they have a child together as well. They've been in a relationship for 17 years. It's pretty hard to throw that away. And she wanted to close the relationship, and then she went and slept with this other dude again behind his back. Now, things are very complicated. So Oliver knows this guy. They talk, they hang out sometimes, whatever else. Even this other guy was a bit, annoyed at Adina because he thought that she'd okayed this with Oliver to go back to getting pounded by him, pretty much. Sorry, exploring this relationship openly to its extreme, or whatever the fuck she says. And now she is pregnant. Boy, I wish I could create such a mess for myself in my life, but just way too busy. Now, the main reason I'm talking about this is the manipulation that goes on here. Here's someone who wanted all of the cake and to eat it too. No sharing. Just cake, me, eat, sort of thing. She couldn't handle that Oliver went and found someone and found this connection and could possibly leave her. So she went and destroyed any chance of that. And she even openly says that. But two, there's also the cheating and manipulation and hiding stuff as well. Some of the language that she uses in this video to justify herself, she never actually says that she cheats or she's been unfaithful or anything like that. She always says it's about a yearning for her to explore this relationship to its fullest. Have him explore her all over her face and all that sort of stuff. While with Oliver, he started another relationship with a girl and he had sex with her. It's like, yeah, was he just exploring the relationship to its fullest as well? No, not the same for him. Not the same for him, because she's a free spirit and a fucking junkie of life. And anyway, she was just unfaithful or bored in their relationship. And the dishonesty that went on behind Oliver's back. She says, oh, he found out, but I told him. And it's like, well, which is it? Which is it? I'm pretty sure he got the inkling, and then pretty much she had to come clean. So, once again, not a great thing to do in a relationship from a relationship coach. So this is my issue with it, is it's another egotistical, hypocritical guru that preaches one thing but does another. And then is the victim in this case. Like, woe is me, how did I get myself into this situation? Oh, that's right, I opened my legs. Sort of thing. Now, it'd be the exact same thing, and she has been copying a fair bit of flack online for it, and I mean, rightly so. What do you expect would happen in this? And it seems like she has no remorse for what's actually happened. Other than, she got caught, and that now she's pregnant, she's got to deal with this. There's a lot of crying and there's a lot of straining for words. That, this is bad. How do I say this? Bullshit that goes on. And The whole thing makes her seem like a victim with the slow piano music in the background and all that stuff to make you feel sorry for her. But it didn't work. And people saw straight through it, which is good in this case. And people are actually hoping Oliver gets the chance to move on and be happy or anything like that. My thing is, I hope everybody gets the therapy that they need at the end of this fucking thing, so they can all actually live happier lives, healthier communication between everyone and stuff like that. But, yeah, in the video she says, I've never been this open with Oliver before, so who knows what the fuck she's hidden from him before in their 17 years together. Like, Jesus Christ. And then too, when Oliver did find out, she said, in one part, I don't care, I'm going to do what I want anyway, or something like, she was going to fully explore this and nobody was going to stop her. Where's the respect in that relationship? But I would say too, when Oliver found out, and if he questioned anything with going into this open relationship, he would have just been hit with a barrage of yelling and screaming and a whole lot of anger thrown towards him. Which, you know, is a healthy relationship thing. She wanted to keep him around, and then she started seeing this other bloke again. What an inspiration of a person. I'm going to take inspiration from Adina and see if I can put this to use with my fiancé. So, Muffins, what would you think about the idea of me exploring and expanding myself with another woman? What would you think about that? Would you be open to that idea?
Did you really want to do that?
Well, I don't know. It would help me open my spirit more.
Robert, you don't even open your spirit to me. Why would you do it with another woman?
So, for context, that was completely spur of the moment, recorded on my Surface Pro to make it look like I was doing work, so Amy was completely unaware of the conversation. So, to get her take on this, let's welcome Amy Muffin Simons. Amy Muffin Simons! Yeah! Woo! Okay.
Good warm-up.
So, having shown Amy the video and the other little video that we did this morning, so what were your initial thoughts when being asked that? And me being able to explore that with someone else?
Oh, I actually can't even remember this morning.
Yeah? Well, there you go.
Well, I remember that you'd asked, you wanted to be in an open relationship, but I suppose I just know it, you wouldn't do that.
Yep. Fair enough. So what did you think when I first showed you the video of Adina or whatever?
I don't feel she's very genuine.
Yeah.
Yeah, like, I think...
Especially in that one.
Yeah.
There's a lot of mental gymnastics sort of things going on there to sort of make her look like the victim, even though this is all by her pretty much design.
Yeah, possibly, but also maybe with the language barrier of her having sort of, I'm assuming English is a second language.
Yeah.
So the mental gymnastics may be due to trying to find the right words to convey how she feels.
So think about this, though. I don't know whether you picked up on it. She never used the words that she cheated or she was unfaithful or anything like that. She never even really said that she had sex with this guy, really. But yet Oliver met a woman, had a connection, and they had sex. While she was just exploring this relationship to its fullest potential.
No, I thought she said that,
Oh, she probably did later on, but that was...
Yeah, she waited to tell him that she had made a connection with someone before she had sex with him, so...
The most important part was that he got an STD test.
Oh yeah.
Yeah.
To make sure they were safe.
Yep. So, pretty much, she could get raw dogged guilt-free. So, from a female's perspective, how do you see that relationship thing working?
The open relationship?
Yeah, that sort of thing. Or pretty much their relationship, where it's pretty much just her going out, doing whatever the hell she wanted.
Well, I know everyone's relationship's their own business, but
Yep.
I know I wouldn't enjoy it if you were to go out.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yep. So what would that make you feel, though?
If
If I was to go out and have an open relationship and find another connection with someone else or whatever, what would that make you feel?
I would be terribly upset.
Yeah. Why?
Well, because I love you,
Yeah.
and yeah, if you were to go out and find that, then maybe there's something wrong with our own relationship that we haven't addressed if you're looking for it with someone else.
That's what I was after.
I'm not high-fiving
Okay.
you for that.
That's what I was after. So, and moving on from that, yeah, what about what she's put the other person through, Oliver, and the lack of responsibility to their feelings and what they want from the relationship?
I think
Because it seems pretty one-sided from that video.
Well, of course, because it's her video.
Yeah, definitely.
Um,
But it was all, I'm going to do this anyway, regardless. We talked about it, I want this, so I'm doing this.
I think she was justifying her actions.
Oh, definitely. Yeah, for sure. So the final question,
Mm.
given that in the video there she states that she's a fire-type elemental, and you're a fire-type elemental,
Yes.
and she's an Aries,
Oh, of course,
how long
yes.
do I have to wait till you start fooling around on me?
Well, didn't they say
So
17 years? So we got
17
another...
years, but 4 years. I think it was 4 years. She's been seeing that dude for 4 years.
Oh,
So to bring
oh,
it down
I
to
must have missed
13.
that.
So we're getting close.
So we got another
We're almost 9.
for another 4 years
Yep.
of bliss. Ah, okay.
She uses all those sort of things as an excuse. So if we go to her Twitter thing here, if you're a weak man, don't get an Aries woman. Just a friendly suggestion.
Oh.
Men dating Aries women. Oh, she's sweet but psycho. How do you think that represents you? In that, all these sort of labels. You being a fire type and all this, like, I highly doubt you're going to be throwing photos of yourself like this up on Twitter or whatever the fuck.
No. I definitely won't be.
Yeah?
Not because I don't have a Twitter account, but even on Instagram, I definitely will not be doing that.
You know what I mean? Her Twitter is super gold. Like, normal things in a relationship. Feeling disconnected, unsettled or bored. Feeling attractions to other people. Missing single life. Thinking if another partner might be better, more fun, easier. Feeling sexually not attracted. Which, I mean, sometimes are good points. But I mean, that ebbs and flows with everything anyway.
Does.
Fuck, you can have that with any relationship with anyone. Not just your lover.
I don't know, but going back to the fire type and the Aries, like,
Yep.
I don't even know if that's a thing, because we actually look very similar. If you even look at the
She's a lot
similar-
squarer than you.
Well, she is,
Yeah. Which,
but
there should be a lot more structure there.
well, looking at that though, like, we
Yep.
very similar facial features. Yeah.
But is it because you're an Aries and a fire type? That you're just destined to fool around and get bored and do whatever? Like, and I know you do like adventures. But it's a totally different thing. Like, so, yeah, the whole thing I'm trying to get there is, are these just labels to justify herself, or does she truly believe this crap? Or should she drop the labels and maybe see someone about previous traumas or other things that have made her behave this way?
Well, maybe she also doesn't see cheating as bad.
But then why hide it from Oliver in the first place? And then when she went back to him again.
I don't know.
Thank you, Amy Muffins Simons.
You don't have to call me Muffin.
But no, just how do you feel about trust in a relationship in that way? So if that was
Between
to happen,
us, or
so
if
yeah,
that was to happen,
Yeah,
that
if that was
same
to happen.
situation, and you were to go off and...
yeah,
I would very much probably get very paranoid about where you are all the time. And it's like, well, yeah, is he out with someone else? And
Yep.
knowing your schedule and never knowing where you are.
I don't even know where I am half the time,
Yeah.
or what time I'm going to be doing anything. So how do you feel about trust in our relationship at the moment? Then?
It's 100%.
Yeah, which
And I don't think about it. Like, there's no need to.
yeah. I don't know. I have a look at our relationship versus a lot of others, like that, seem to be working, and I think we've got it pretty fucking good. Yeah.
Well, the only reason I put a lock on my phone is because you keep going through my Facebook and changing my profile picture. That is the only area of trust.
No, that's
Only area of trust that I have had to do.
you're so photogenic.
I know.
But yeah, it's, I don't know, that true trust in, and in a way we're open, because we know that trust is there, and if it's broken, we're done pretty much. But you can go off and have work drinks, and I don't really give a shit or what time you're getting home, sort of thing. And I know you're the same with me. I can go out or go to Sydney and go to a concert or whatever by myself. And I think that's really a beautiful thing.
Yeah.
We can trust each other to do that and then not play up, because Jesus, 20 seconds after, of course, I made sure that she was STD safe.
Yeah.
Slamming some other bitch.
Yeah.
Wouldn't be worth the amount of pain that I would cause you. Probably be because I respect you too much to ever do that to you. Sort of thing. So, I don't know. Is that what's missing in a lot of people? Do they put the short-term thing over that, or what do you see in a lot of other relationships as well?
Well, if you're unhappy with our relationship, and then you did see something that caught your eye.
Yeah. But I mean, that doesn't mean that I don't, see other girls, and that I'm not attracted to them, because I'm sure you see guys and you're attracted to them as well. Yeah. But, yeah, I don't know, what stops you from acting on that as opposed to...
Because I know it'd just be done between us.
Yeah?
I love what we've got.
Yeah.
And I suppose a part of me knows that I really don't think I'd find anything better anywhere else.
Yeah, I feel that this is the relationship that, yeah,
It's like,
I've
why?
always dreamed of. This is... it's just so easy.
Dream of this one?
Yeah. Yeah. Because we can be our own person, yet we can come together and be us and leave at any time to do our own thing, and then, but we always know that, yeah.
I don't know, just to know you'll come home.
Yeah.
Eventually.
Eventually, yeah. Yes, crazy work times and all that sort of shit aside, yeah. Yeah. It's a mutually respectful relationships and stuff.
The handshake?
And I'm Rob Murphy. Anyway guys, I'm Rob Murphy from Listic Healing Choices, and I'll see you in the next video.
Well, you said neutral.